in exercise 15-1. Again, I'm going to look, this is inches, so I want to use my template ACAD 3D.dwt. And again, that's going to set up the majority of the 3D settings that I need. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a rectangle that's going to represent the base of this feature. And the size of this rectangle is 2.81, 1.88. And I'll zoom in on that so that I can see it a little bit better. And for the beginning of this piece here, all I'm going to do is press pull this piece up the desired height of 1. So I'll bring that up 1. And then next I want to do another rectangle. And I'm going to hover over this face to make sure that it sets up the UCS to this face. And this rectangle is going to be 0.63, negative 0.63. Okay, now I used a negative where I shouldn't have, so I'm just going to move this over to this corner. Now that I have this on that corner, I can press pull that up, the remaining height of 0.88. Now, since this rectangle that I had here was on this face, it automatically unions those two pieces together. If I did not have it on that face, I would have to go through and union that. Now, since I have here the majority of what I need, I'm going to go ahead and draw a polyline that is going to start at this corner, come over here to this corner. Now, before I do that, notice it's not letting me select that corner, or it's showing it out in space somewhere. That's because my UCS is lined up so that I'm attempting to draw on the YZ plane. You're not technically supposed to draw on the YZ plane, so the easiest thing to do in this case would be to click on the UCS icon and just move my x-axis straight up. Now I should be able to draw my polyline from here down to here, over to this intersection, and then C enter to close. Now I can extrude this polyline to this face right here. Next thing I want to do is grab my UCS icon again, and now I'm going to move my x-axis straight out that way and my y-axis straight up. Now I can go back to the polyline command and I can draw from here down to this piece, over to here, and then back up to the top of that and extrude this shape to that endpoint. Now I've got 3 separate pieces here, so I do want to use the union command to union them all together, and then what that gives me is a completed shape that looks like this. I'm going to move this out of the way so that I can erase the 2D geometry that I had, and then I'm going to go to my home view, which in this case is going to look similar to this. If your home view looks a little bit different, that's fine. I'm going to go to this isometric. The view cube in this software isn't quite as intuitive as it is in Inventor, and sometimes it kind of flips it around. But as long as you get this thing close to the orientation that's in the book before you save, everything should work out fine.